Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are going to be getting right into the weekly reading, November 17th to the 23rd for Aries. All right, Aries, you're up. We're going to do the usual, right? If you're a regular on my channel, you know what we get into. I'm going to pull out 3 romance angel messages for your week, Aries, and then we're going to get right into your animal spirits. And then we are going to do your forecasts, all right? So what can I say? This is a week, right? We're coming into December. The energies are riding very high for the end of the year. I'm feeling, in all of the readings, I just feel like the energies are very sort of strong. But we're going to get right into it, okay? So let's go ahead and pull out your romance angel messages, all right? And if you resonate with this, please leave me a comment and a like. Aries, first out, we have attraction. All right. Then we have past life relationship. Nice. And we have passion. Passion is beautiful. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, Aries. All right. So this week, I've been saying in all of my readings that November is a period where a lot of people are clearing out the old. If you are in a passionate affair or if you are in a strong connection, they are deepening. If you are in a toxic connection, those connections are disappearing and dissolving to make way for better connections to come. And so we have really nice energy here. Attraction, past life relationship, and passion. Past life relationship doesn't necessarily mean it's great right now. It just means that the connection is very strong and that it may have been a long time connection that has happened over many lifetimes. Doesn't necessarily always mean that where you're at with this person is healthy right now. Doesn't mean that it isn't without its problems. Doesn't mean that they're your current soulmate either. It just means what it says. You've known this person before. So let's go ahead and get into your animal spirits. We're going to see if you're resonating with them. My lovely Aries, the animal spirits can come in the form of individuals in your life with certain characteristics, personalities. They can come in as stages that you're entering in your life, or they can come in as energies that you yourself are tapping into, right? So first one out, are we upside down, is the hummingbird. Beautiful air energy. Spiritually resourceful, the hummingbird. Very nice. We have, again, upside down, the lamb. Beautiful. The beginning of something, the emerging of something new. And we have the elk. Earth energy, father energy, very masculine. Very much the protector of the family in a very masculine way. So let's get right into it, my lovely Aries. Okay, hummingbird is an air element animal spirit. And the hummingbird, what does it do all day? The hummingbird goes around and it finds nectar. Nectar is the manna we call it of life, right? Nectar, you know, something that is rich, nurturing. And here in this way, the hummingbird is extremely resourceful. They know. They're spiritually resourceful in a sense that they know where to go to tap into spiritual sort of energies, to nurture their spiritual side, right? They're very, oh, that's my cat. Sometimes my cat gets a little weird during the readings. Hummingbird energy can come in very, very strongly in a sense of being very supportive spiritually, and in a very good way, you know, with because it is an air element, and so we're talking about your mind and your communication being attuned to the spirit in a lot of ways. And so the hummingbird is able to make use or to tap into energies, right, that are useful at the time, energies that help us get through something, energies that nourish us, just like nectar does in a way, right? Now, the lamb is an earth element, and the lamb is a creature that really harkens the beginning of something creative and beautiful. Something creative is beginning and starting or beginning to grow, and it requires a gentle kind of nurturing and protection. Sometimes lamb energy can indicate a child arriving, right? Because of course a child is the ultimate form of creativity or creation, right? You create a life. But this could also indicate a project, right? Because it's earth energy, so it's something very real in the material. It can indicate a project or the idea growing, a creative idea growing, and now coming into sort of materialization of, of the your baby is coming, as it were, even in business and things like that. And it requires a very gentle but firm sort of protection and nurturing in the form, like motherliness in a way, right? That kind of protectiveness. Also indicates sometimes lamb is one of those animal spirits that can indicate messages coming in. So in this case, it will be messages of something new emerging. And so it also calls on us to be a bit still, right? In a lot of ways, to be a bit still, not to necessarily run around all over the place, but be a bit more still so that you can receive the message. Another earth energy element, animal spirit, is elk. And the elk is associated with a strong father figure, okay? A strong masculine father figure. He is at the head of the family. His horns indicate his mastery over, the material realm, as it were, providing for his family, right? He's the king of providing for his family, looking out for his family, protecting his family. Sometimes elk can resonate with really stubborn energy as well. But that's the flip side, because it's like when we see a stern father, right? The stoic stern father, or the disciplinarian, they can be sometimes, or the one who's really, the macho, right, father. But yet that's just when the energy is sort of extreme or out of balance or negative, or when it's gone a little bit too far to one side. But for the most part, this is very strong, healthy, paternal father figure energy, protective energy, wise energy. Very nice. All right, guys. This is a general reading, okay? The weeklies are a general reading. I do pull romance angel messages, but that's just to look into the nature of your relationships this week. And certainly your love relationships, and sometimes even your family relationships, right? But now we're going to go and pull out your 3 spreads, your 4 to 8 spreads. These are 3-card spreads. And they don't necessarily relate to each other, and they don't necessarily relate to the same Aries. So just take what resonates with you, or the forecast that resonates with you, and disregard the rest. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Right, guys? All right, Aries, let's get right into it. And this is going to be for November 17th to the 23rd, 2019, for our lovely Aries. All right, straight out we have... starting off, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, let's move this up a bit, just so all the cards are in. All right, guys. So, yeah, some of you are coming in this week with a Page of Wands, and you've kind of overcome your fear in a creative way, right? There's something you're ready to do creatively. Page of Wands talks about being ready to communicate your creative ideas to the world, being ready to show your art to the world, to be different, to be unique. But Page of Wands also talks about, because it's the page, it's the first step of the Wands energy, and our first step in getting out in the world and wanting to creatively express ourselves, which Wands is associated with, is overcoming fear. And so Page of Wands is the card that's associated with overcoming that initial fear and taking the step out. And so some of you are coming into this week with that energy. You're coming into the week with wanting to do something ambitious, something new. You're met with a Knight of Swords, which is really quite nice energy, Aries. Somebody is coming into you, and they're kind of really championing your idea. They're cutting away a lot of the obstacles that may be in the way, right? Certainly obstacles in the way of communicating. Could very well be. I think some of you are starting a new project, a new creative project, and there are certain things that are beginning to get in the way, or things that are coming in this week. And this Knight of Swords is either energy that you're tapping into, or I feel very strongly this could be like a confidant or a friend, or someone who really strongly believes in your idea and believes in your new initiative, and they're kind of coming in to save the day or to help you in some way. coming in to help you clear some obstacles out of your way, to lend a helping hand. Even if we're just talking about hashing out ideas, swords is to do with communication and the mental. And this person could just be coming in with a lot of great ideas and solutions, and helping you also hash out this new creative endeavor. You end the week with the Queen of Wands energy, and I think you double down on really being ready to face, because Queen of Wands is the next resonate. You're resonating higher now. You've gone from the page, skipped over the Knight of Wands, and gone straight to Queen of Wands in a sense, right? And so you're ready to meet everything head on. I think this person coming in this week is going to give you a lot of confidence and a lot of clarity, and you resonate really quickly with that Queen of Wands in the sense that you're able to face whatever comes your way. Whenever we are trying to accomplish something creative and we know that the road we are facing is full of a lot of trials and tribulations, the Queen of Swords is the one who shows up, right? She's the one who answers to that, because she is the one who really can face, she's the one who faces baptism by fire. She's the one who faces life and transforms through it. So it's her energy that comes through during those times in our lives. Or it is essentially her energy that we'd like to be able to tap into when we're going through those times in our lives. Remember, all of the tarot cards are just explanations of little explanations or descriptions of dynamics and energies that we all have within us. We all have each and every one of the tarot cards and their meanings and feelings and energies within us, and able to be tapped into at any time depending on the situation. So we're talking now about tapping into that Queen of Wands, because that's the energy that's called for. A strength, a resourcefulness, a fieriness certainly, but an emotional resourcefulness in the face of a lot of fire and a lot of difficulty. And you face it. So next up we have, there's your King of Wands showing up. A lot of fire in these readings, a lot of wands, a lot of creativity this week for you, Aries. So some of you show up with a King of Wands. You're met with a Nine of Pentacles, and you end the week out with a Knight of Pentacles. Again, like I said, all four court cards in the fire have showed up, which is quite interesting, Aries, so far. So for the most part, it seems to me there's a running theme that you're going to be having a very fiery week with a lot of other people who are very fiery as well, or who are coming into your life who you have a real kind of close relationship with, or a close sort of compatibility with. In any case, you come into the week with King of Wands. So you've taken up leadership in some kind of creative endeavor. You've been put at the helm of it. And I'm going to say that, yeah, you come into the week ready to go, ready to sort of take the lead. Could be that you have reestablished authority in something as well, in a particular area of your life. But this is going to be something that you feel very strongly about. And it's going to be something where you really put your own brand or your own stamp on it, right? So it's something that you can absolutely be creative about, but you are in charge. This could be something very much new, or it could be an old project that you've been working on, but you've been given the leadership role. You're met with the Nine of Pentacles, and that's a feeling of really, interestingly enough, Nine of Pentacles is a real ambitious sort of energy that comes in, a feeling of, your career coming first, wanting to master, your skills. It's a real sort of self-centered, material goal path, right? In the sense that, it's ambition, but it's ambition like, you want to be good at your job, you want to be successful at it, and you have this drive for that. It's that kind of ambition, right? It's not just ambition for money, but she holds the falcon in the sense that she's also a master in a lot of things. And so it's a general ambition of really mastering and bringing a level of quality and wealth to all things that you do. How you take care of your body, how do you, your skills, your talents, your surroundings. It's just highly ambitious. And I think you come across an energy of that this week. It could be that you run into somebody who's like that. And this person is quite, and they're ambitious in the sense that they're quite alienated. You know, Nine of Pentacles individuals are generally not involved in a relationship, or if they are in a relationship, the relationship takes a severe backseat to their career. But it's interesting. You come in and you meet this person. I want to say this is a person who's resonating with Nine of Pentacles. You end the week out with a Knight of Pentacles, and I think that you want to go forward. Not only are you put into a leadership position, but now that you've met this person, you're wanting to go forward and now forge another whole new path. It's not even just that you've taken authority, but now you've taken authority of the ship or of this project or creative endeavor, and now you want to take it to the next step. I feel very much like this is a very strong creative business partnership for some of you, Aries, that is going to just speak to your ambition. It could be something that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, and you kind of meet this Nine of Pentacles, this energy, this person who's resonating with this Nine of Pentacles, and it just sets you on your way. You know what I mean? It just sets you on your path in the sense that, you know, they have such a skill in a particular area that you kind of need to forge this new path, but yet it remains creative and it remains very unique and very individual. This could definitely be the beginning of a business of some kind that's very unique that nobody's really kind of tried before, but you guys are both real masters at what you do. You're a natural born leader, and they themselves are also extremely creative and ambitious, and they have manifested a lot. So they have a proven track record, right? For actually bringing things into fruition and manifesting and being good at what they do. So this is a really nice, strong, creative business partnership or endeavor. Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords. So some of you, again, talking about an opportunity in business coming in. Huge opportunity. You know, the goose that laid the golden egg type of opportunity. And this is the energy that you're coming into the week with, right? You're feeling like you are at a point in your life right now where this is what you're seeking, what you're wanting. You need just the right opportunity, right? Because you're the one bringing this energy in. It's not like it's coming to you. So you're seeking an opportunity. You're seeking an opportunity to do something very spectacular, and you're met with a Wheel of Fortune. And I want to say, excuse me about the camera for that. I want to say for some of you, Aries, you've been wanting to do, sort of create something in the material or in your business or career area, right? And again, it's you who have this great idea in this area, right? You have this great idea, this great sort of opportunity to do something, but you do need help. And this week with the Wheel of Fortune turning, a lot of fortune shines on you with this, right? It's interesting because it's like other options come into you that you feel are happening in a very fortuitous way, or in a very sort of, you know, it's providence, right? It's like, oh, this is providence that this is coming in, because this is exactly what I need to get this, you know, this brilliant idea, business idea off the ground, right? Or to take advantage of this business option that's come into my life. This could be very well as well that there's an option present to you or available to you, and you're coming in this week very strongly with trying to figure out a way to take that option or make use of that option or opportunity, right? But there's something else that needs to happen. A Wheel of Fortune turns, and you end the week very sort of strategic. Four of Swords talks about being very sort of strategic about your next step, right? So it's like, yeah, you see the opportunities, the wheel is turning, and you're being very, very thoughtful about it. And I think that's a good thing. I think you should be very thoughtful about what your next step is, because, you know, this opportunity it's a golden opportunity, obviously, and it's a great opportunity for abundance. So you want to take care, especially when things are happening in such a way that they seem to be favoring you. Just take care to double check, because sometimes, you know, things come in disguises, right? And what seems to be a, you know, Wheel of Fortune, it's for sure that fortune is coming into you, and it's for sure that you are having luck coming into you, right? But not everything that happens is part of the wheel turning, and you're going to have to be discerning. That's my point, right? You're going to have to be very discerning. And so in this way, Four of Swords is very important so that you do strategize your next step and make sure that you're making the right one. This is going to be your last spread. King of Cups, Seven of Swords, ooh, Five of Wands. All right, some of you come into this week with a desire to go after a relationship, Aries. There's a relationship or a connection with someone that you want to lock down with that King of Cups. King of Cups knows what he wants. You know, he goes after it. There's someone that he wants. There's someone that he wants to have a commitment with. And it's not like, you know, it's not like Knight of Cups that he's just trying to be like, you know, romantic and flirt. No, this is something very serious. So you're coming in really with your eye on a love, a connection, or a lover. And Seven of Swords, you're met with kind of a Seven of Swords. And I want to say that this is a little bit of toxic energy. Somebody is trying to kind of take your dream away in a way. Seven of Swords is a great dream thief. And this is somebody who stabs you in the back. It's the card for treachery. You know, but it's like the person who wants your dreams. This person always, this energy is of a person who always wants what other people have. You know, and so this week you're met with this kind of energy. And I think somebody is trying to cause a problem with you over this lover or this person that you want. You know, now you want them, now they want them too. This could be even a friend. I say usually this is a friend. I always said the Seven of Swords is usually somebody very close to you who's acting this way, because only someone who's close to you would have this kind of attitude because, or this kind of toxicity, because yes, people associate Seven of Swords with being a thief and being treacherous, but the deeper essence of it is that this person always wants what somebody else around them has. And it's usually somebody else around them that they're friends with or that they look up to. And so in this way, they want to covet other people's success. If you know what I mean, they like to covet their success. And in that way, they can almost even covet their identity or their sense of self-esteem because they are so sort of empty. It's a very toxic energy in that way. And of course, the simplest gross example of it is a thief, right? But it's deeper than that with Seven of Swords. And this is not only just a thief, but this is somebody who can be very close to you and kind of just take from you in this real toxic way. And this is what you're met with, right? And I want to say it could be a friend or somebody who suddenly tries to interfere into your love life or in some way. And you end the week bickering with Five of Wands. There is a power struggle. You're not having it, Aries. You're not having it. You're fighting with, you know, you're fighting, I think, this energy that's come in. And this has nothing to do with your love interest. I want to say that this is an outside person coming in to interfere with your love interest, and you're not going to allow them to do that. It really ends up in a real power struggle. And we won't know until the following week or week after how that's going to turn out necessarily. But this is definitely a week where you kind of stand up for what you want and stand up for sort of like, and I think you find out also in a lot of ways that what your friend is doing, because a lot of times this is covert actions that they take, but it comes out in the air. And obviously because by the end of the week you're arguing, right? Or it could be that you're arguing with someone you don't know why, and behind the scenes they're doing all of this treachery. So take care. If suddenly you find yourself arguing with a friend of yours because you're suddenly dating somebody, it could be that that friend has their eye on the person that you're after, and behind your back they're doing a lot of underhanded shit, and it's coming out this week as just arguing. So take care. There's a lot of different ways this could play out, but we definitely, you know, the energies are clear. All right, guys, Aries, this is your reading, November 17th to the 23rd, next full week. I hope it resonates with everyone, at least in part. It's not going to resonate with all Aries out there for sure, but I hope you get something out of this reading. And don't forget to check out my other readings, the full moon readings, the monthly love check-ins, and the mid-monthly love check-ins. All right, guys, but for right now, Aries, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye-bye now.